Sara Forbes Bonetta was born in 1843 in what is now southwestern Nigeria. Her birth name was Aina, and she was a princess of the Egbado clan of the Yoruba people. As a royal child, Aina's upbringing would have been shaped by her parents, who held positions of great importance within their community. Her father, likely a local chief or leader, would have been responsible for maintaining order, leading ceremonies, and ensuring the prosperity of the clan, while her mother would have played a vital role in teaching Aina traditional values, customs, and the skills expected of a future queen. Aina's early education as a Yoruba princess would have included learning oral history, storytelling, and the cultural practices that defined her people. She was taught leadership qualities, diplomacy, and the sacred rituals of her community, preparing her for a life of influence and responsibility. However, this promising future was cut short in the most brutal way imaginable. In the mid-19th century, the region was destabilized by the growing influence of the Atlantic slave trade, which fueled violence and the capture of prisoners for sale. In 1848, when Aina was just 5 years old, her village was attacked by the forces of King Ghezo of Dahomey, a powerful West African kingdom notorious for its military strength and participation in the transatlantic slave trade. The massacre left her family dead, and young Aina was taken captive. Like many others captured in such raids, Aina was destined for a horrifying fate. She was chosen to be a human sacrifice as part of Dahomey's religious practices. However, her life took an extraordinary turn when British naval officer Captain Frederick E. Forbes intervened. On a diplomatic mission to Dahomey, Forbes persuaded King Ghezo to spare Aina's life and offered to take her under his protection. Recognizing an opportunity to strengthen ties with the British monarchy, Ghezo agreed, and Aina was freed. Captain Forbes named her Sara Forbes Bonetta, after himself and the ship HMS Bonetta, and he brought her to England as a gift to Queen Victoria. When Sara Forbes Bonetta arrived in England, she immediately captured the interest and affection of Queen Victoria. The Queen, moved by Sara's extraordinary story, took a personal interest in her welfare and treated her as a royal protégée. Sara was frequently invited to Windsor Castle and became a goddaughter of Queen Victoria, a unique and remarkable position for a young African girl in Victorian England. The Queen regarded Sara with great admiration, often describing her in letters as intelligent, kind, and graceful. Under the Queen's sponsorship, Sara received an education that was both rare and privileged for her time. She attended top-tier schools, where she quickly distinguished herself with her sharp intellect and talent. Reports from the time highlight her fluency in English and her aptitude for music and the arts. Her charm and quick wit made her a favorite among her teachers and peers, setting her apart as a young woman of exceptional promise. However, Sara's life in Britain was not without its challenges. As an African girl in Victorian England, she was a visible anomaly in a society deeply entrenched in colonial attitudes and racial prejudices. While she was admired in royal and aristocratic circles, she was likely subjected to stares, whispers, and perhaps even direct discrimination from those who couldn't reconcile her royal demeanor with their preconceived notions of race. Despite these obstacles, Sara navigated her new life with remarkable dignity and resilience, balancing her unique identity as both a Yoruba princess and a member of Queen Victoria's extended circle. Sara's presence in Britain challenged societal norms and expectations, offering a glimpse into a more complex and interconnected world than many Victorians were willing to acknowledge. Her poise, intelligence, and grace left a lasting impression, earning her a place not just in the Queen's heart, but in history itself. As Sara grew older, her life took another significant turn when Queen Victoria arranged her marriage to James Pinson Labulo Davies, a wealthy businessman of Sierra Leonean descent. James was a prosperous merchant, philanthropist, and former naval officer who shared Sara's remarkable ability to bridge African and British cultures. The union was seen as advantageous, symbolizing the connection between the British Crown and the emerging elite in West Africa. In 1862, Sara and James were married in a grand ceremony at St. Nicholas Church in Brighton, England. The event was a spectacle, attended by notable members of British society and West African dignitaries. Sara, adorned in elegance and poise, embodied the unique blend of her Yoruba heritage and Victorian upbringing. Following their marriage, the couple settled in Lagos, Nigeria, where James was a prominent figure in business and civic affairs. Together, they became leading figures in both Victorian and African society, influencing commerce, education, and social development in the region. Sara and James had 3 children, and their family maintained a close connection to Queen Victoria. The couple's eldest daughter was named Victoria Davies in honor of the Queen, who continued to take an interest in the family's well-being. Queen Victoria even supported young Victoria Davies's education, further solidifying the bond between the British monarchy and Sara's lineage. Through their marriage, Sara and James embodied a unique cultural duality. They stood as symbols of progress and the possibility of mutual respect between 2 vastly different worlds. Despite the challenges of navigating life at the intersection of colonialism, tradition, and modernity, Sara left a lasting legacy as a bridge between cultures, ensuring that her story and her family would be remembered for generations to come. In her later years, Sara Forbes Bonetta's health began to deteriorate, possibly due to complications from the stress and challenges she endured throughout her extraordinary life. At the age of 37, Sara passed away in 1880 in Funchal, Madeira, Portugal, where she had gone seeking relief from her illness in the island's mild climate. She was laid to rest there, leaving behind a legacy that extended far beyond her short life. Sara's story has since become a powerful symbol of resilience and cultural exchange, representing the complexities of identity, survival, and transformation in the face of unimaginable challenges. In modern times, her life has inspired books, documentaries, and exhibitions, reminding us of the human stories often overlooked in colonial histories. Sara Forbes Bonetta is celebrated as a pioneer who, despite her circumstances, forged a remarkable path that continues to inspire admiration and curiosity today. Sara Forbes Bonetta's life is a testament to survival, intelligence, and grace. From her beginnings as a Yoruba princess, through her harrowing capture and eventual rescue, to her life as a royal protégé and prominent figure in both Victorian and African society, Sara's story bridges 2 worlds in a way that few lives have. Her journey highlights the complexities of history, of colonialism, identity, and resilience, and serves as a reminder of the strength of the human spirit. By remembering and celebrating stories like hers, we gain a deeper understanding of the untold connections between African and British histories. So, let her story inspire us to continue exploring the narratives that shape our shared past. With that said, thanks for watching another Fresh K presentation. Until next time.